Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday or Tuesdays. This Wednesday, February 22nd, 2022. I want to welcome you all in. For everyone that's here live with me, thank you so much for joining me today. The energies are really exciting. I have a lot of information to share with you. And so if you want to jot any of it down or just be present for it, that is really all that is required today, just to be here, present in the moment, 100%. And I'm going to walk you through a meditation. We're going to do lots of fun things. But first of all, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here. This video will be recorded and it'll be on my YouTube channel probably by next week. And I will also just post it on my website, newbeginningswithrosanna.com, under my blog, so you could find it there. You can also find it on my YouTube channel under New Beginnings with Rosanna. And anyway, so we're going to begin. If you have some candles with you, we're going to create a nice, beautiful, sacred space. So I have some candles behind me that I'm going to light here in ceremony. And if you have some candles near you, go ahead and light them now. I'm going to just move out of the way here so that we can light these candles here behind me. And as you can see, as I'm lighting the candles, I also have some crystal bowls, which we will be playing during the activation today. There we go. Okay, wonderful. And then the next thing I'd like to do is just to get comfortable where you are and just taking off your shoes. Get really comfortable and cozy. Here on the East Coast, it just started to rain and the temperatures are seesawing. They go from 59 to 40s, and then by tomorrow they'll be back down to the 30s. And so we just go with the flow, but just get nice and warm and cozy. And just where you are, a quiet space, just bringing all your attention to this moment, forgetting everything else in your world right now. We're going to go, I guess, initially I thought about 2 hours. I'm not sure how long we're going to go. I'm thinking maybe about an hour or so, but we're just going to let the energy and our guides just guide the energy of today and of this global meditation. So I have just some chimes here that I'm going to just be clearing our space. So if you do have headphones on, you might want to just watch your ears. Okay, I'm just going to do it 3 times. I'll try not to do it too loud. And our intention here is just to clear away all the old, anything that no longer serves us. Just clearing our space. I'm going to do this one for you. Your space where you are. Got a little extra on there. Wonderful. Wonderful. So what is today all about? Well, let me share some fun facts and then we'll get deep into the energies. So what they're calling today, 2/22/22, is, I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, is palindrome, which means that you can read the numbers forward and backwards the same way. And according to the National Weather Service, this will not happen again for another 400 years, which will be 24/22. So in this lifetime, this will only occur one time. And so that is what is special about this. And actually, this entire month of February has been just chock full of energy, an energy portal. So we began February with the new moon which means new beginnings. And that was on February 1st, was a new moon in Aquarius, which is all about new opportunities, new beginnings. That's what new moons represent, and laying down the foundation for new projects, ideas, anything, businesses, anything that we want to manifest and create in our life. And then following that moon alignment was the Chinese Lunar New Year. And this year is the year of the water tiger. And so I don't follow that a whole lot, but I do know a little bit about Feng Shui. And so again, the Chinese New Year begins the new year technically for the Chinese folks. And so again, it's all about having a renewed passion for life. And I was called to do this global meditation because I feel like, the past couple of years, we've sort of been in a little bit of the twilight zone, and it is now time to really claim what it is that we want to see and experience in our life and what we want to see and experience in the world. And because we are the creators or co-creators with spirit, it is time for us to claim and call upon all that we want to create in our life and all that we want to create and see in the world. And we are divine, beautiful light beings and super powerful. And so what we say goes. And so your voice, your presence, your heart's desires, your intentions are so important on the planet right now, more so than ever before. And don't think for a minute that you are small, because we are each so powerful. And together, and what they say, when two or more are gathered, miracles happen. And so it's about really claiming our heart's desires today. So much so. So a few more fun facts that I found this morning that I want to share with you about today. And, if you're a light worker and you're on your spiritual path and you're awakened, or you're on your spiritual journey, or you're an empath, that the energies have been quite intense this month, and they are going to continue to be. Also today, another fun fact, today, February 22nd, 2022 is the Pluto return for the United States. And so what that means, for those that don't follow astrology, it's that the Pluto, which is the planet in astrology of transformation and metamorphosis, about change, about destruction, as well as then rebuilding, right? Because with endings come new beginnings. So on July 4th, 1776 was when Pluto was in the same position as it is today. So this is the solar return of the United States. So it's a really powerful month. And so, us all gathering and anchoring these beautiful energies of the twos, and we're going to go over all the meanings of all the multiples of twos, and we're going to be breathing in these energies in our bodies for our life and what we want to create and manifest for ourselves this year and moving forward, letting go of the past and everything that's gone before this moment. And as well as the collective, what do we want to see in the world? How do you want to live your life? How do you, and not just in the United States, but also trickling out all over the world. And so, so that's another fun fact about the importance of today. And then of course, what else are they saying about today? Okay, so also they were saying, the degrees of latitude of 20 degrees and the 22 degrees of longitude are three places in the world. Actually, four of them. Two are in the Atlantic Ocean. One is in the desert in Libya, and another one is in Western Botswana. And so, that they're going to be numerologists, and there are all over the world folks that are doing all sorts of global meditations. And so everyone's intention, we're going to be connecting with that grid as well during our meditation. And I, have in the back of your mind that we're going to be connecting to these places on the planet as well, and sending the energy there. And I was told this morning when I was in meditation that the Atlantic Ocean, so we're going to also be connecting, if you resonate with this or not, it's okay, to Atlantis. And so it's about connecting with the beings of Atlantis. And perhaps some of us were there. I know I was there. I was a priestess in that lifetime. I have had memories, and perhaps you are also. And so we are going to be also awakening those. And we're going to be open to whatever else cosmic energies that will be coming in. Let me see if there's any other fun facts. And so, yeah, and also there's a lot of people getting married today because everyone is just wanting to, partner up today. And so that's another thing that's happening all around the world. So we will be hearing about that, and all the babies that will be born on this day, carrying these beautiful energies of the twos. And so, so those are just some fun facts I wanted to share with you. So let's go ahead and begin. We're gonna just ground ourselves into Mother Earth. And if you have your own way of grounding, that's perfect. If not, just I'm gonna walk you through a little meditation. Okay, so we're going to imagine that there are roots growing, and I'm going to do it with you. So I may close my eyes during this because it just helps me to connect deeply. But you can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and filling your belly like a balloon, and then exhale through your mouth. Okay, we're just going to get rid of everything that came before. And so again, taking a nice in breath through your nose, filling your belly like a balloon, and then exhaling out through your mouth. Good. And just imagine that there are golden roots growing on the bottoms of your feet. And they're going deep down into Mother Earth, or also your sits bone if you're sitting. Just imagine from your root chakra going down your legs, all the way down into the heart of Mother Earth, and giving her a warm embrace, a beautiful crystalline energy, and just again using your breath, bringing up this earth energy, filling your belly and breathing it out. And imagine this gorgeous, warm, soft, loving, nurturing energy coming up your feet, up your legs, up your torso, using your breath, breathing it up, in all the way up to the top of your head and out like a fountain back down into the earth. Good. And just imagine also, if you will, this red color, which is the color of your root chakra, just breathing that up, expanding your root chakra as big as you can, grounding you into Mother Earth, bringing it up and out the top of your head into the earth, feeling yourself grounded deeply into the earth. You can even imagine Mother Earth coming all the way up and kind of meeting you like at your waist, so that your feet and your legs and your hips and your root chakra is just all in the earth. It's beautiful, warm, brown, reddish, rich-filled earth, earthing you, grounding you. Good. I'm pulling out also any aches in your bodies, or anything that you're just ready to get rid of now. Any thoughts, any negativity, any fear, any doubts. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, now we're going to bring our attention up, opening our crown chakra, our soul star, about 6 inches above our head. Good, and you're just going to open that up. And again, we're going to use our breath and we're going to breathe in. Before we do that, just so you know what you're doing, we're going to breathe in all the love and all the light of the sun and of the stars and of the cosmos and of the love, the heavens, breathing in that beautiful love of oneness and breathing it in using our breath, filling your belly. And on the exhale, bringing it down into all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Hmm. 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 Wonderful. The energies feel really, really intense and fun and joyful. Okay, and on the second inhale, again, just imagine just bringing in all of this beautiful light energy, bringing it down into our bodies like a gentle waterfall, down our arms, down our torsos, all the way down to the earth. Good, and one more time. Inhale, filling your belly. Exhaling out and bringing it all the way down. Don't forget bringing it down your back, down your spine, the front of your spine, down your arms, your legs, the back of your legs, side, your right side, your left side, and all the way down into the earth. Great. And now we're going to bring our attention to our hearts, your heart. And we're going to open up our heart as big as you're comfortable opening it, as big as the room that you're in. Good, and we're going to call in all of our guides, our spirit guides, all of the angels, all of the archangels. Good, and I'm also being asked to call in, so we're going to call in Mother Mary, and imagine that she's standing on the left side of you. And we're going to call in Jesus or the Christ consciousness standing on the right side of you, as well as Saint Joseph. And we have the divine masculine here with us. We have the Buddha actually behind me. You'll see when I start playing the bowls. So that Buddha energy is here. Anything in your life that you want to call in that represents the divine masculine for you. It could be your dad, granddad, or any of the, God goddesses. And then for the goddesses, for me, let's call in Archangel Michael actually and Metatron. Those are the two archangels I work with. Archangel Raphael, of course, help us in the healing. And for the divine feminine, in addition to Mother Mary, calling in the Sophia, divine feminine energy, and Isis, and Hathor, and Mary Magdalene, and Kuan Yin. And just feeling their energies as they're coming in. Green Tara, White Buffalo Woman, and anyone that you wish to call in. Saint Teresa. all of our ancestors, all of our loved ones on the other side. Our I am presence, our galactic selves, our Atlantean selves, and any other being that you connect with in your heart and that you know you've been a part of, all of our star families. And just feeling all of their presence and giving so much gratitude for their support today. And I also want to thank each one of you from the bottom of my heart. And I also want to thank myself for saying yes to this today. And connecting with all of the beings and souls that are going to listen to this in the future moment, which is also the now moment. And so we are all connecting together as one family, one heart, one soul, because in reality and in truth, beyond what's going on in the world, that is the truth. And so we're really connecting with that deep, deep, deep truth of who we are. Wonderful. And so let's dive in. So the energy of 2 is all about grounding, partnerships, patience, and diplomacy. And so as we, what I'm being guided to is as we say these words, they're saying words are actually energy. And so they would like for us to use our breath and actually bring in these energies into our bodies. As I say the word, they want me to say it. They're actually instructing me as I'm doing this. So we're going to go with the flow. So as I read the words, we are going to take our time and we're going to breathe in the energy that the words, because that's what language is, long ago. Language is energy. It's a way of exchanging thought forms and desires, right? And so we're going to breathe in into our body the energies of these words, and then we're going to anchor them into Mother Earth. And we're going to imagine that as we anchor them into Mother Earth, have the intention and the vision that it's going to, kind of like a blanket, it's going to go into the grids and it's going to just surround planet Earth with the energy of these words, as well as those locations that I had mentioned. Just have the intention. You don't have to, we don't have to repeat specifically. We mentioned it already. And so it's in the energy field that those specific places where there were 22 degrees latitude and longitude on the whole world, right, on the globe. And then what they're showing me here is see the shooting star, like the light emanating, kind of like, okay, they're going into this explanation of like the planet Earth, or even planet Laos, which I connect with, which we're going to be bringing in the 8th dimensional energies. See it as like this, like cosmic egg. And then as we put all these intentions in, then what also we're going to see is emanating light shooting out from every direction of the planet into the cosmos and into all of the other dimensions and all the other galaxies, into infinity. I mean, this is how powerful today is going to be. And I had no idea. They're just, I'm just receiving this download and this picture in my mind as I'm talking and sharing with all of you. So I just want you to know, and I'm getting goosebumps, how exciting and monumental this is. It's like it's really touching my heart in like such an unbelievable way. So thank you for your help in creating this. That's how powerful we all are together. And so it's just so beautiful. Okay, so we are going to be breathing in the energy of just the number 2 of February, the second month of the year. And we're going to be breathing in the energy of partnership. So let's take a deep breath. And you can say it softly to yourself if you want, just bringing in the energy. We hold the intention of bringing in the energy of partnership. Again, filling in your belly like a balloon and then exhaling. And so partnership is all about equal partnerships. And that is whether we are looking for that partnership in our own lives, if we are single, or if we are in a partnership, it's all about just having more patience and kindness in that partnership, strengthening that partnership, perhaps bringing it to the next level. Or if you are already in a deep place in your partnership, then it's about deepening even greater. And it's about also balancing that partnership so that it becomes more balanced. And let's also, and so anchoring that energy of partnership into our lives, see it grounding into the earth. I won't say this every single time, but I'm just going to say it one time. And then we can just follow that intention for all the other energies that we bring in, going around and into the energy grids of planet Earth. And then once that's complete, it's gonna like shoot out and emanate. You know, they're saying like, they're almost showing me like fireworks, like, and it's just going just out into the cosmos. And it's like ricocheting and bouncing off of galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies into infinity. Just keeps reverberating. Feeling all of that and feeling the vastness and the expansion of that in our bodies and the space, so just allowing it just to continue. I mean, our mind can't even fathom, but I'm being told that it's just, it just keeps going. So we're going to just keep building on that. And also diplomacy. And so that is so important to bring that into our bodies, into our lives, into our families, you know, our relationships to with other family members. You know, they're wanting me to share with everything that's been going on the planet with COVID and separation between families and employers and, you know, states and countries and, you know, what's going on in the world today. You know, let's just really anchor this energy of having diplomacy with one another, ourselves, and with the world at large. And so breathing this in our bodies. Into our bellies, exhaling it out and just letting it go out. And so the energy of 2 is also about being affectionate. That's such a beautiful word, about being affectionate with ourselves. You know, how do we talk to ourselves? Especially when we get frustrated or mad at ourselves. So it's just bringing in that kindness and being affectionate with ourselves. And of course, our partners and our families and our children and our co-workers and strangers even, you know. Having to wear masks has caused so much disconnect. Although that is ending now, we're going to see that ending and being gone, because it's about choosing what we want to see in the world and what we want to create and the world that we want to live in. And it's also about being sensitive. And so breathing in this energy of sensitive in a way of, you know, really being caring and aware. Again, breathing that in, breathing it out, and just honoring the sensitivity that our body has, how in tuned our body really is, and how intelligent it really is. And so it's being in touch with that sensitive part of ourselves. And caring. We're going to bring in the energy of caring. Breathing it in, into our bodies, filling your abdomen like a balloon. Good. And if you want to envision a color like the color pink, so I'm being guided, like a cotton candy pink, that caring, that innocent caring of a child. You know, children regard everyone and everything as one, right? Like to them, there are no differences. There's no skin color, there's no, you know, there's no judgment, there's no bias. They're just so pure. So it's that kind of caring that we're bringing in, that innocent caring that we also were as a child. So it's like bringing that in for ourselves, our inner child, and reawakening that within ourselves as well. And just allow it to fall out and expand out. Good. And also the energy of loving. The two carries the energy of loving and being loving. And again, to ourselves first and foremost, because if we can't be loving to ourselves, then it's more difficult to be loving to others. And then breathing in that loving into our bodies, loving every part of us. Even the parts we don't love, we're going to love them today. We're going to love them in this moment. We're going to send them so much love. For today, we're going to love every part of us and hopefully every day forward. No more judgments. Just loving it and thanking it, being grateful for our bodies. We couldn't be here or have this life experience without them. And grounding all of that gratitude and love into the earth, because without planet Earth, we couldn't be here either having this life experience. And just letting that reverberate. Beautiful. And then 2 is also the energy of guiding others. And so the best way that we can guide others is by example. So mostly just living our truth, right? And living our best life that we can possibly live. And so breathing that in And I think that we can add to that, just being helpful to others, you know, just being kind, not judging, you know, because once we stop judging ourselves, it's much, much easier to just not judge another, and that's really so important for what's happening in the world right now. Who's right, who's wrong, you know, this and that, and, you know, you have to do this. And, you know, it's like, let just everyone do what everyone needs to do for themselves, and just, you know, just do what feels right for you, and just letting the rest go. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. And so now it brings us to the energy of the 22, which is, you know, February 22nd. Today is the 22nd day of February. And so 22, anytime, as I'm sure you know, if you follow numerology, 22 is a master number. And so any number that repeats itself is a master number. So all the other twos that are going to come after this are all going to be master twos, because they're all going to be repeating twos. And so 22, not only is it a master number, which gives it more like power, but it's also a creative number. And so let's breathe in the energy of creativity. What we wish to create in our lives this year, and what we wish to see happen in the world. And just to awaken creativity in general, the spark of creativity, of newness, of innovation, of, you know, sustainability, and have all those creative ideas sustain humanity and sustain the planet and sustain peace and the beauty of life. And so breathing that in into our belly, and then breathing it out into your body, down into the earth. Good, and let it just ripple out into the cosmos. Wonderful. And it's also the energy of overcoming obstacles. Boy, do we need that one right now. Overcoming the obstacles in our lives up until this moment. Anything that we were trying to achieve or create or have come into our lives is now going to be possible because we're claiming it. And so we're going to breathe in this obstacles just being released. And any separation. And letting it go into the earth for transmutation. Good. And what we're going to be bringing in is the fulfillment of your greatest desire. So let's just take a moment now, go into your heart. And what is it that you wish to create in your life, in your world, that you would like to bring in, whether it's a relationship or a job or a beloved or, you know, a house or a car, or I don't know, just peace on earth or health or whatever your heart's desire, like whatever is, you know, like if you had a magic wand. Where's my magic wand? Where is my wand? Here it is. They want me to bring out my wand. So here it is. It's a, I don't know if you could see it. So this wand, it's willow birch. I'm going to read this to you. It's a, I don't even know if I can pronounce this. So the bark is, I believe, a willow tree, and it's a Yggdrasil, Yaadrasil, and it's the gatekeeper of 9 Mythiel Norse in the Norse realms. This staff is used for serious work with other worlds. It's peach. I guess this is a peach branch with a large citrine, which it's an advanced. Okay, so this is an advanced magic wand. Okay, so we are going to use this magic wand, and over each of you and everyone that's on the call, let's go into our hearts, and I'm going to do this with you. Fulfillment of all your greatest desires this year, whatever it is, we are basically putting our wishes into this energy portal, surrounded by all of us, all of our angels, all of our guides, all the archangels, all of the goddesses, divine masculine, divine feminine, all the light beings, all that we wish for our life, all that we wish for the United States, and all that we wish for the world and the cosmos. And you can, I think each of us, I know it's not going to be on the recording, but they're actually asking that each of us say it out loud or whisper, just moving the energy. I mean, you guys are muted, so it won't be on the recording, and I'm just going to whisper it here. Just putting it all in the center. Wonderful. And so what I'm being shown is all of our wishes and all of our desires were like being funneled like a vortex all the way down into the center of Mother Earth, into her womb. Oh, so beautiful. It's like we planted all of those seeds for ourselves and humanity and the cosmos and the world. And she's saying that she is going to be holding them safe and that they will sprout in the time that they're meant to sprout. And so yeah, and she's actually showing me seedlings like springtime coming up. So know that all of our heart's desires are being held in her womb in such in such a beautiful sacred space of the Earth Mother. Wow, so beautiful. And she's like just like holding them like little babies, you know, like a mother would hold her baby, with just such gentleness and nurturing, and like each one is just like this precious gift. So We just send Mother Earth so much gratitude for receiving all of our heart's desires for our lives and humanity and the world at large and the universe and the cosmos. And so it is. Oh, wow. Okay, on that, I'm going to take a sip of water, guys. Excuse me. Okay. And also with that is believing and knowing that our dreams are going to becoming a reality. And so it's just knowing that we've asked. And so because we've asked, it is already done in whatever time frame that is. That's the one part our mind doesn't get to know, but we get to know that we have asked, and so it will be. And so it is. And so now we're going to move to the 222 energies. And so if we, take out the 0 for 2022, basically, and what we're also not doing, because I thought it was just a little bit too much, because this is already going to be long, but one of the things in numerology, if you're a purist numerology, what they would also do is take the 22 of the 22 we just completed and add it up to the number 4. But I didn't want to take it that step, but please feel free to go ahead and do that if you wish. It just would make it so much longer. We're just going to stick to the 2s today, but just know that there's also those energies of when you add the 2 together to the 4. So, which is really all about stability and foundation. And, we can include that in here as well. It's kind of what we're building. We're building a new foundation of what we want to see in our lives, of what we want to create in the world. So, okay, we're going to go back now to the energies of the 222. And that's also a master number. It adds to the number 6. So of course, all those energies of the 6 as well. But this is about personal mastery. And so it's calling in our personal mastery in whatever fashion that is, in your work or your career, or if you are switching careers, or just to have that sense of, who you are, really connecting with your higher self, connecting with your spirituality and also creativity. So let's go ahead and breathe in this energy of personal mastery, whatever that means for you as well, because it's, each of our interpretations. So whatever that means for you, mastering, it could be like, they're giving me some examples. It could be like, an exercise program, or perhaps you want to, clean up your diet a little bit, or perhaps you want to spend more quiet time, or you want to travel more, or spend more time with family, or spend more alone time, just, or learn something new, or take a class, or go on a retreat, whatever that is for you. Just let's bring in that energy of personal mastery. And then for each person on the earth to also be receiving this for themselves and so forth, reverberating out into the cosmos. So breathing in personal mastery, the energy of the 222. Using our breath, bringing it into our bodies, filling up our abdomen like a balloon. Bringing it down our bodies and into the earth. Good. I was looking at the time to see if we were at 2:22, but we're actually way past that, so it's okay. Okay, wonderful. And then also, the energy of the 222 is the energy of the sun. So let's bring that into our body, especially into our solar plexus, which is right below our rib cage. So breathing in the energy of the sun. So much gratitude for the sun, even on a rainy day today. The sun is here. The sun is always here. Thank God for the sun. Thank you, sun. Oh, and they're also saying the sun is going to give our seeds that we planted the nourishment that they're going to need to grow, and the light of the sun. They're going to need the sunlight. And all that happens, the photo, that they're going into the science of it now. I'm like, I'm not a scientist, but the chlorophyll and the, all that science that happens so magically and miraculously, where things grow and flourish and blossom and bloom. Breathing that sun into our bodies, into our solar plexus, filling our solar plexus, expand it out into our bellies, into the earth, into those grids, and then seeing just that sunlight, just the rays of sunlight just going out, 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 out into infinity. Beautiful. And also the 222 is also the energy of positive thoughts. And so I encourage you, myself included, to really try to have positive thoughts throughout the day. And if you catch yourself having a negative thought, because that's what our mind does sometimes to try to keep us safe and protect us, it always goes to like worst case scenarios. And so as much as you can, when you catch yourself, just switch that like a light switch, and just replace whatever negative thought with a positive thought, and bringing in that positive energy. Because with those positive energies are just what they're saying, it's like that positive energy is like that sunlight that helps all the things that we want to bring into our life to attract them to us. And so, yes, and so we're going to breathe in positive thoughts for ourselves, our bodies, what we wish to create in our lives, and again, out into the world, the United States especially. Breathing it in, positive thoughts. What do you wish to see in the world? And so for me, actually, I'm being called to bring in the energies from Laos of the 8th dimension, which are of unconditional love and beauty and unity. For myself, my life, the United States, the world, and beyond. So you can use that, or you can use something else that you want to anchor in today. Mm. And this is for somebody, what they want me to say, knowing that what we're doing here today is real and it's really happening. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else for the 222? Yeah, so the energy of clarity. So breathing that in. Clarity of mind, clarity of heart, clarity of spirit. In all areas of life. There's been so much untruth and so much going on in the media. And so it's about finding that clarity for ourselves and our families and in the world. Good. Wonderful. And also of spiritual. So whatever that means to you, whatever that is in your life, but it's just connecting with that part of you. And opening up to it even more, even beyond what we don't understand or our mind doesn't understand, even what we're doing here today. There might be some minds that don't understand, and that's okay, because it's not about understanding. It's just about being here present and creating what we wish to manifest in our life and in the world and beyond. So it's awakening to that spiritual part of us, because we are spiritual, we are spirit, we are light, we are love. In addition to being human, we are also spiritual. So it's connecting with that spiritual self. And anchoring that into the earth. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so we're going to now bring in the energies of the 2, 4 twos, which if you add them together equals the 8, which I'm just going to mention is the infinity symbol as well, and harmony. So we can kind of throw that in there quickly with this, but we are bringing in the energy of balance. And so what I'm being asked to do is, so Mother Mary represents, and if she doesn't represent that for you, please choose whatever feminine energy is represented in your life. And so for me, it's Mother Mary. And also for the divine masculine, calling on Jesus, of course, the Buddha here behind me, but please feel free to call upon whoever that is for you. And what we're going to do is they're going to ask us to really balance the male and female energy, and kind of envisioning also that infinity symbol of the 8. It's balancing the male and feminine energy within us if there's anything in our body that is not balanced. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take in a breath, and we're going to bring in the energy of Mother Mary, or whatever that divine feminine energy is for you, into our hearts. And so we're going to do that now. Good. And then bringing in that divine feminine, masculine, that divine masculine energy, the Christ consciousness, into your heart as well, from your left side, into your heart. Good. And now seeing and feeling perhaps even the energies combining and intertwining together and balancing out, and kind of seeing them kind of dancing together and forming like a figure 8. Or they're saying, if you want to envision like the yin yang symbol, even something like that. But it's balancing those energies within our heart of the divine, of the masculine, feminine within us, right? We each have our own masculine, feminine energies, traits within us. And so it's balancing that energy. And when you feel that has happened and it's complete, what we're going to do is we're going to then breathe it out of our heart. And actually imagine that it's going to your brain, and like to the top of us and below us, and all around us. So basically all that balanced energy is going to be swirling in. We're sending it to every cell of our bodies within us. Just balancing, recalibrating our own energies. And, and then what I'm being shown is actually like a seesaw, you know, and so sometimes we can be more dominant in one in our life than the other, you know, or our personality. And so trying to imagine that seesaw just kind of being, you know, balanced like the scales, where they're kind of equal. And there's like a calming of the energy. I don't know if you feel that. It's just kind of like, it just feels balanced. And so if you're feeling that, or just have your intention of just sending out now that balanced energy shooting out from your heart to your life, all areas of life, family, business, work, relationships, partnerships. And again, let's just send it now. Let's send it down, that balanced energy from your heart, sending it down and anchoring it into Mother Earth. And with it comes a sense of a deep peace that I'm feeling. And joy. And just sending it down into the earth, and just watch it just as it ripples out. Beautiful. Okay, we have 2 more to go, guys. Okay, now we're going to bring in the energies of, is it 5 twos? So that would be today's date, 2/22/22, like if you shorten it. And so 5 twos would be the energy of 10, which is the energy of 1, which is, again, just new beginnings, and also being on the right path. And so why don't we anchor in the energies of just the new beginning? From today forward, all of our heart's desires manifest, filling our belly, exhaling it into the earth. It's also the energy of enlightenment. And so whatever that means for you, whatever that is for you, in your belly, in breath, exhaling it out into the earth. Good. And then also the energy of self-love and knowing, who you are and honoring you. And so let's bring in the energy of self-love, just really loving ourselves the way we are, for who we are. And oh my gosh, and everything that has come before us in this moment, everything that you've surpassed, experienced, lived through, up until this moment. I mean, let's just take a moment to just look at all of it, the heartaches, the pain, the suffering. And let's just give gratitude for all of it, bless it all, and let's just release it all. And thank you for the lessons. Because everything up until this moment has made us who we are today. And so we can celebrate that. It's like, what if we didn't have to change anything that happened to us? What can we just be grateful for everything that's brought us to this moment now? And so just releasing all of that in gratitude. And they're saying, close that door. It's done. We don't have to do that anymore. And it's about just, that self-love, just so much gratitude for everything that we've been through and survived and lived through. And now we get to be us, you get to be you, and you get to celebrate that. And we get to expand into even more and the possibilities that are possible for us in our life. And to be open, to be open to the miracles. It's like, we don't have to know. We don't have to know when it's going to happen. We don't have to know how it's going to happen. We don't have to know any of that. We just have to be open to just experiencing like that child wonder that we brought in earlier, of just the possibilities and just being open to whatever life, love is going to offer us, and those seeds that we planted. It's about just the excitement of of watching them grow and of watching them blossom and flourish, and to actually like show up in our life and all of those possibilities. And then the last two that we're going to do is 6 twos. And again, that's if we did 2/22, 2022, like the whole date. And those energies are 6 twos, which are the energy of the 12. And so you can kind of look that up as well. But that's really all about harmonizing the opposites, and which is really kind of what we did with the divine feminine and masculine, but it's also about unity and balancing like the light and the dark, which is kind of what's been going on in the separation out in the world, and really bringing that into balance. and just really seeing with a different perspective, seeing everything that's happening outside of ourselves with the knowing that we really and truly are one. We really are one family. We really are one love. There is really no separation. And if we can really live and see everyone from that space, it's just going to make things so much easier and more loving and kind. But it's also about, so let's bring in that energy of unity. And everything that I just spoke about, we'll just put it all under that one word. Breathing that energy in. And anchoring it. Wonderful. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a few minutes. Let's see what time it is. We'll go about another 10 minutes or so, or maybe we'll bring it to 3:30. We'll see. But I'm being guided to stop here. And we're going to just activate all of these energies. I'm going to play some beautiful crystal bowls for you. They are mostly all heart bowls. So if you want to lay down and just listen, just letting everything that we've done, because we've done a lot, just letting all of these energies just kind of swirl around your energy field, and just be in the moment, just having no thought and just trying to just be present in your body and just allowing the tones and the vibrations to just continue to anchor this in your body, and the intention of anchoring into the earth and beyond would be wonderful. And I'll play until I'm guided to stop. And so enjoy. Let me see if I can move my chair out of the way. You can see me there. I think you can. Okay. Hopefully it won't cut my head off. Well, it's okay if you don't see me as long as you hear. Okay. So here we go. So our intention is just to anchor all of these energies of the 222, 22, or 2022 into the earth and into our bodies and into the collective and the cosmos.
And when you guys are ready, you can just bring your attention back into the room, taking a deep breath. Feeling yourself back into your body, into the room that you're in. Another deep breath. Good, and one more, wiggling your toes. You can do some neck rolls. You can do some shoulder shrugs and just move around. And I want to share with you that while I was playing the bowls, I have to tell you, they were playing so loud. They were like singing so loud. I have never heard them singing so loud. And so I just, what they were sharing with me is that they were just like they're happy, you know, and they're mostly heart bowls. One of them was a grounding energy with Larimar and Rose, and then the other one was like a really high vibrating. So we had the, you know, the real high, the real low, and then we had the 3 heart bowls, and the heart bowls were just they were so loud, like I was kind of giggling to myself. They were singing so loud. And so yeah, so they were happy. So that brings us to the close of this global 22222 meditation. It will be out on my YouTube channel if you want to, you know, listen to it again. It'll probably be there next week. It'll take some time to, you know, upload and do all that technology fun stuff. But
If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll know each time I post a video, or you could just go to my website, newbeginningswithrosanna.com, and it'll be in the blog portion of my website as well. And then my YouTube channel is New Beginnings with Rosanna. So I just would also like to just invite you to just really be gentle with yourself today. We did a lot. We brought in a lot of energies. We anchored a lot of energies. You are very open today. So, I just invite you to just try to, rest and relax as much as you can today, drinking your water, making sure you have something to eat to ground yourself. If you can go outside or just, do something that'll just, ground yourself. Take a nice hot bath or a hot shower tonight, and just know that your presence is just so important. And what we did today in the meditation is beyond our comprehension. But knowing that we showed up for ourselves and showed up for what we want to create in the world and what we want to create in our life, and even beyond, like I said, cosmically, the ripple effects of what we have done here today is just so important. What they're saying is just the magnitude of the energies is really indescribable. So just know that is how important you are and what we've done here today. And I've had so much fun. And I just want to send you from the bottom of my heart all of my love. Enjoy the rest of this February. And apparently today is not going to be the only day where there's going to be a lot of twos. I think it's going to continue, but there won't be all the twos. There'll just be some. But so know that the rest of this month till the end of February, these energies and what we've anchored today is going to continue throughout the month. So it doesn't just end here today. Today was just the beginning. It's going to continue. And so I hope that all of your heart's desires manifest. Until I see you again, have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.